How can we bring a DJ? How can we bring a speaker? How can we bring a business owner? How can we bring a trainer? How can we bring all that into one? Showtime Speaks. Stop playing.
Look, this isn't just a podcast, this is motivation. They be like, Rez training who? I just know they hate it. We ain't being patient, cause that mean that we be waiting. We just seeing greatness, I don't want it if it's painless. But that's in the past tense. Since I put the weed down, I've been snapping. Always had the tools to make it happen. Whether it was playing ball or getting rapping. Wasn't one box, these carrots can have me trapped in. The cycle of a black man, I'm just trying to break it. All by myself, with them L's, I had to face it. Life is what you make it, you can't let nobody take it. Gotta watch out for them fake. First stack your bread, don't stay complacent. God's gift.
Yeah, welcome back to Showtime Speaks, the Keep Going podcast. The season of bringing dreams and ideas to life. 3, 2, 1, come on! Back in the building, back in the flesh. Kenny, what's good? Matt, what's good?
What's up?
Bringing the energy today. What's up, bro? What's up, man? What's going on?
What's good? What's good, bro? What's good? I'm good, bro. I'm good. Vibing,
bro.
I'm feel the vibes. I feel the energy. I feel the vibes. I look, that was the Miami vibes. Made me want to hit the club.
I'm telling you, bro. Come on, man. Listen, we got Mr. Afrobeats here himself. You feel me? We ain't going to introduce him yet. Yeah. We ain't going to introduce the special guest yet. But Matt, what's going on? How you doing, bro?
I'm good. I feel the energy.
I feel like we've all caught up. Yeah. It's time for a guest now. You get what I'm saying? This next special guest is in the building. Stick around to hear from one of the hottest DJs right now. Fresh off the biggest, hugest win, the champions, Philadelphia Eagles run. The man behind the vibes, the tempo, the energy, blessing the show today. DJ Toroc, man. Come on, man. You know, like, listen.
What's good, my boy?
There's so many things that we can talk about, but before you even hop on just yet, we got to introduce the sponsor. Big shout out to the sponsor, Cozy Jeweler, the jeweler that keeps us cool. Oops, I meant Cozy, stop playing. And you know what you got to do, man. Step up to them 5 C's. Color, clarity, cut, carrot, Cozy, diamonds. Stop playing. Come on, man. CozyJewels.com. Go visit him, man. Go spend that money with him, man. Come on, man.
Come on.
Oh, this energy is real. This energy is real.
Come on, Kenny. Come on, Kenny. I didn't wait all day for this. I waited all weekend for this, man. Come on.
I know. Look, I know. I feel it. Shoot. Speaking of Cozy, I might need to cut me a new piece.
Man, same, bro. It's been a lot going on. We got to catch up soon. Me and him. Hopefully, we can set something up. Boy, man, the energy is in the room, man. Just excited to be here, to be back on the show, to share somebody else's keep going journey. Just extremely excited to be back here. And bro, man, this next guest, man, should I give him the introduction, like a proper introduction? Like, should I do it?
100%.
Should I keep the energy going?
100%.
All right, hold on. Because the list is long, bro. And listen, here we go. DJ Toroc. DJ, producer, MC, event host, born and raised in Philly. Hold on, man. Bring the camera close. Becoming one of the hottest DJs, man, out here doing some big things. Then partnered with Meek Mill, Funk Flex, Fat Joe. And come on, man, you know what? Listen, he was down there with them Super Bowl champs creating them vibes, man. And don't forget, man, the boy got his master's in public health, man. Stop playing. They keep going the journey of Toroc, man. What's going on, bro? Come on, man. I got you, man. Listen, we here to.
Yo, he bringing straight vibes and energy. I'm loving it. Mad love, Sean.
What's going on, bro? How you doing, bro? Welcome to the pod, bro.
Hey, I had to hop on my brother's podcast.
No, you already know, man. It's
long time coming.
It's been a long time coming. I remember we in the box up there with Paul, and listen, hey, Toroc pulled me aside and said, listen, I got something to say, bro. I want to share my story. I want to talk about how far I've come, bro. What's going on? If the people don't know who you are, Who was Toroc?
Man, Toroc's a grinder. He's a hustler. He perseveres through anything, man. Sometimes I surprise myself, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
If I sat there and I look back at my life over the past 10 years, and you sat there and told me I'd be where I am today, I wouldn't believe you.
Yeah, bro.
There's no way I believe you.
Nah, bro. That's a blessing, man. We're excited to have you, man, to hear more about you, your journey, and how far you've come, bro. Just talk about a little bit about, you know, your upbringing, bro, and where you from and how this became a thing, bro. Like you doing what you doing, man. Talk about it. Go a little deeper into it, man.
So I was raised by a single mom outside of Philly, outside Westchester and Lincoln University, PA. Shout out LU. So I was out there during the week, and then on the weekends, my mom made sure I try to have a relationship with my dad's side of the family. Mind you, I've never had my dad in my life, but she definitely still took that. What's the phrase? She took the upper road and sat there and wanted me to have a relationship with them. So I still got that Southwest Philly, South 69th Street shout out upbringing on the weekends. And my mom having 3 jobs, trying to take care of 3 kids on her own. I was raised by my grandparents a lot. So they were my models. They were my best friends. And they showed me what hard work is. I watched my grandparents clean rich people's floors, take care of their yards for years. Just watching them work on their hands and knees just to provide for their family. So my values is very deep rooted in hard work and perseverance and not letting a single thing stop you.
That's love, man.
Word, that's what's up. Hey, DJ Toroc, is Toroc your real name?
So Toroc was a nickname that my older brother gave me when I was a kid. My real name's Torin, but I don't know if y'all remember that game. I don't know how old we is in here, but the video game Toroc back in the day used to be on Sega. That was a nickname I got, bro. Sega's old days.
Yeah, bro.
I'm not telling my age right now, but that was a nickname I was given back then. And funny thing is, when I first started DJing out in Pittsburgh, it was actually DJ T Money. But I felt it was too cliche. Yeah. And then I was like, you know what? I got to switch it up a little bit. And I kind of rebranded myself.
Yeah. Matt?
You know, what?
Anything?
Actually, I was literally like deep in thought.
I saw you.
And I wasn't going to say anything because Sega, I'm just old. And right when he said that, I was like, I had this thing about Sega because when I was a kid, the reason I found out that Santa Claus was not a thing was because my parents couldn't afford a Sega and that's all I wanted. And they were like, just so you know, it's not going to happen. So anytime somebody brings up a Sega, I just I have these feelings. I don't know.
Childhood trauma.
Yeah. So that's where I was.
Be grateful you didn't have the childhood trauma of actually trying to beat a level and not being able to save that thing. So you saved yourself from that. Your parents saved you on that one.
1000%.
Kids don't understand.
Heck no.
Go ahead, Kenny.
Well, I was going to just kind of pivot, because I honestly really want to know how'd you two meet? Like, what's that relationship?
Yeah, bro.
Talk on it.
I mean, like, bro, you know, I think that I feel like as of recently, we've all been talking about relationships. We've been talking about being in some of those rooms, sitting at some of those tables and being around so much energy. You know, he was a person that I knew mutually from somebody else. And then one day we were up there in the box and he came up and he was a vibe. He was up there vibing, good energy, good person. I'm talking about like just always want to create a good vibe and good energy. And it was just like one of those people who were just like, you know what, I got respect for him and I can't wait to have him potentially come on the show. Like the energy was always top tier. And I feel like, you know, he surrounds himself by some really good people. And he's tried to invite me to come out a few times, but I'll be like, nah, I'm a little, you know what I'm saying? I can't be outside. I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. But one time I did pop out. I popped out once. And he showed out, man. Them boys know how to party, man. Them boys is different.
But that's his perspective. So from my perspective of how I met him, mind you, I'm from Philly. I'm an Eagles fan. I've always been an Eagles fan. So getting to the point I am today, it's kind of like full circle moments. But I was a fan of this man when he was on the team.
Yo, that's crazy.
I met him at training camp. He don't even remember this.
That's crazy.
I met this man. I'm like, oh, snap. Like, that's Rasheed Bailey. I mean, that's my guy. And then when we finally came full circle, shout out Paul Chavez, being able to cultivate relationships the way that he does and bring good energy and good people together. We just connected right from the rip. We just talking the game, the whole game.
The whole game. Vibing. Yeah, bro.
Ever since then, can't separate us now.
Nah, yeah. He'd be like, yo, shit, I'm doing this. And we got a mutual friend with Parker, who I played with up in Canada.
Yeah.
They all hang out together. Mo, all them boys, man. So like it's all a deep rooted connection, and you know what I'm saying. We just trying to, you feel me? Just trying to have a good time, find some vibes, and continue to elevate, bro. Like I said, man, everything is built off relationships. And I think that, like, you know, I've been around some cool people being around him, and it's a pleasure to be around you, bro.
No, it's a pleasure as well. I like, he has an infectious personality, bro. Come on. It's like, bro, he started having me say, come on for everything. Everything, bro. Like, just the whole time during the game, anytime a play happened, I'm screaming, come on. I'm looking right at him. I'm like, man.
Nah, man, definitely, bro. I definitely create those memorable, like, be myself, you know, kind of moments. And I think that that's one of the things that I do respect about you is because, you know, you are yourself, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like you persistent, you consistent, you always showing who you truly are. You're a real person. You're not one of those phony people. You feel what I'm saying? Like I respect people like that, bro. So,
but one thing,
man.
like I found out, like in my life, Philly is a type of place they'll eat you up if you ain't yourself.
1000%, bro.
Like, they will sit there and chew you out and find out who you really are real quick. Bro. So I had to be myself, and I sat there, I had to pave my own lane.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be anybody else. Don't get me wrong. It's like there's so many DJs in the city that I look up to.
Yeah, bro.
So, like shout out DJ Active, shout out Jazzy Jeff, shout out Diamond, like. Caution. I could go, list goes on of guys that are paving the way and still paving the way, but I still had to be a version of myself.
Yeah, now that's what we want to get into. We want to hop deeper into that, man, your profession and how it came about. Like but before we even get to the DJing part, I want to talk about high school. I want to talk about where you were in your mind growing up. Like, what was your thought process? You didn't always want to be a DJ.
Heck no. My family is very deep rooted in education. Like I said, my grandparents slaved dag near every day for other individuals to provide for their own family. So coming up, I was taught that you had to go to school or you had to go to the military. So I wasn't going to the military. My brother did that. I'm like, all right, you took that from me. But I sat there and I had this dream that I wanted to be a doctor. So I went to college, was bio, pre-med, went to Pittsburgh out there. I had a chem minor. So I was on full academic scholarship to go to school. And of course I still wanted to play basketball, play soccer and things like that. But ultimately pre-med, you can't do nothing. Like your time is up. But I still wanted to have some resemblance of a nightlife. You know me, you know my personality. Like, bro, I gotta be outside. I gotta do something. Yeah. And just be around good energy. So at that point in time, I'm like, all right, I still had med school on the track, but when you're sitting there in college, everybody knows we're all partying. Like, we're not gonna be naive and act like we was all goody two shoes 24/7. Yeah. But who had the aux back then? That was me. Like, who got the aux now? Like, it's the same. So it just got to the point where we were doing things in the house, just having little friends over, having house parties and stuff like that. Yeah. And then all the guys I always hung out with were always older. So they got to a point where they were going to clubs and the bar. I couldn't get in. I was like, damn, I got to figure out how I could get in here. Yeah, yeah. So I took my laptop and then I started killing the parties out there in the bars and I started realizing my worth. And I'm like, yo, you really could do something with this. Yeah. And believe it or not, somebody came up from West Virginia all the way to Pittsburgh because they heard about me. They wanted me to start DJing down West VU. And they asked me like, all right, where's your turntable? I'm like, I don't need no turntable. I'm like, yo, I'm killed over. You see the place is packed. I don't need no turntable. But they really started having me thinking like, yo, you really got to level up. You really got to hone in on your craft and actually work on everything. And then from there, it just grew exponentially.
Yeah, man, that's
great.
That's a crazy story, bro. You know, it all like hearing how that whole thing kind of unraveled, bro.
And believe it or not, my mom and then my whole family to this day, they did not want me to DJ, bro. They wanted me to do nothing with it. My mom's a nurse. My cousin's a cardiac surgeon. My other brother is a neurosurgeon. Yeah. Wow. Nothing but veterinarians, chiropractors, nurses, doctors, all through my family. Wow. So when I sat there, I kind of give you a little bit because it's my brother. Yeah. So when I went to chiropractic school up in New York, I was in my third trimester. I wound up dropping out. And my family was like, yo, what the hell you doing? You know what I mean? I don't know if I can say that. I apologize.
You can.
Like, what the hell you doing? Like, yo, you gotta get your life together. And ultimately, I wound up getting kicked out of my house at one point in time. And just no shade, Mom. I love you. You did the best for me. You got me to grow up a little bit. It made me look at life a little bit differently because I was kind of thrown to the wolves a little bit.
Yeah.
Not having the dad, I was a man of my house at like 10 years old.
Yeah.
Besides, like, obviously I had my grandfather, but he was 70-something years old at that time. So
Yeah.
essentially I'm holding stuff down for my little sister and everything. And it kind of just put that instinct of not necessarily failing, but you have to keep going.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm using that right now.
Yeah,
Perfect,
bro.
pun
Yeah.
intended.
No, yeah.
Like, no matter what life throws your way, you have to keep going. So when I got out of medical school, I'm like, what am I going to do? One of my cousins, who's a doctor, took me in as far as being able to work with him. But at the same time, it wasn't enough. And I'm like, all right, I have to find a way to provide. I have to find a way to get to my goals. And then honestly, that's where the DJing craft really picked up a totally another notch because I had to eat. I had to pay gas. I had to do all these type of things. And at that point in time, I wasn't realizing it. I was like, F the world. I was like, I was mad at everybody. But at the end of the day, I had to go to work. I had to figure it out.
So Toroc, so you saying, I kind of got lost a little bit. So are you saying like you started DJing in college, then you went to what's it called?
I went
What
to
school?
chiropractic school in New York.
Yeah. So you did that for another 3 years and stopped DJing, then you started DJing again? Wow.
So you was
crazy.
truly trying to figure it out, yo.
I was literally, life hits you so many different ways, man. And one thing that I had a conversation the other day when I went and visited a charter school in Philly and got to speak with the kids was that it's okay to start over. Like, I've started over so many different times. I've had moments where I'm like, dang, I'm not going to make it. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what trajectory I'm on. I don't know where life's going to take me. And I kept trying anything, but all I knew, I was going to try something. I wasn't going to the military. I wasn't doing something. So even when I got done with chiropractic school, I came back. That's when I got my master's. I'm like, I always got to do something. I always got to work towards another goal to continue to better my life because there's so many people that have invested time in me, that have invested resources in me, whether it was the Lincoln University Upward Bound program where I was on college campuses every summer, going to school, taking classes, trying to better myself before I even had those classes the next year. So I was getting a head start.
Yeah.
Like, I was trying to do anything and everything. And one of my mentors at that point in time, he said, he's still to this day, he's like, Torrance a hustler, bro. Like, I'm going to figure a way out.
Yeah. That's a cool story, bro. Like, you know, a lot of people don't make it through that. You know
Honestly,
what
I'm
saying?
still
Like,
shocked I have.
Nah, yeah, and I want you to,
Like you said, it's a blessing, bro. Like,
Yeah, bro.
I would not be here today if it wasn't for God, bro.
yeah, bro.
I give him all the glory first and
Talk
foremost.
about that. Talk about that a little bit because, you know, a lot of kids, right, especially nowadays, man, they going through this phase in their life where, you know, they have this plan, right? When they first go to, like, they coming out of high school, they going into college, and they're like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. What gave you the courage? What gave you the motivation to still chase it after, but you really didn't know what you really wanted to do?
To be honest, my mom, single mom, 3 kids. She adopted my older brother. She just showed me that no matter what you have going on, like I said, you got to keep going.
Yeah.
Learning, I had to figure a lot of things out on my own.
Yeah.
So I heard an analogy the other day where it's like, you get put in an area. I grew up in a predominantly white area, so I was one of the few black kids. I was good. We were on the basketball team, all that type of stuff. But
Yeah.
I felt like I was always a step behind. So the analogy is, everybody's riding around with 2 roller skates. I'm riding with one and using my other foot, trying to figure it out until I can get on my own 2 feet. And literally, that's the approach I took, where I have to figure it out. I was figuring things out on my own. Nobody taught me how to really ride a bike. Nobody taught me how to shoot a jumper, really.
Yeah.
I had to figure all that out on my own. So having that, I'm like, dude, you could fail, but if you're going to fail forward.
Yeah.
I can't be afraid to fail. Like, if I'd rather take that shot and then, like, all right, I wasn't good enough. And then that way I know I can go back to the drawing board, figure out what I got to do and how I can get to that next spot. Rather than just say, I'm not going to try it all. I'm just going to sit here and be complacent. Complacency. There are so many people where I'm from, and I'm pretty sure where you're from, they had all the talent in the world, bro.
Yeah.
If they just sat there and tried, applied themselves and did certain things, who knows where they could be.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be one of those ones that's just gonna be like, I'm here. Nah, I'm not gonna stay here. I got a lot of God-given talent that I'd be disrespecting him if I just sat on my ass and didn't do nothing.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, I love that, bro. And that's a lot of the stuff we've been talking about too, Sheed, is and I don't know if she told you, I kind of did the same thing, whereas like I just got up and left for Florida. You know what I mean? And
That takes courage,
my thing
bro.
was if I'm a
That
fail,
takes courage.
yeah. Right, bro. And if I'm a fail forward. And another thing that I just want to talk about is that you're doing what you're good at. What's our guy named She from the radio
Joe
show?
DeCamero.
Yes, he
Yeah.
talked to us about
Yeah, bro.
doing what we're good
Yes.
at. I mean, some people stay away from like doing stuff that they're not good. Of course, we can get good at things, but like you said, you got a gift, bro, and you had a gift, and you was doing different things to see what was right, and then it ended up bringing you back to your gift. So I think if you stick at what you're good at, and little by little, it'll add
Yeah,
up,
bro.
and it's only in a matter of time we're gonna win.
All right.
For
For
sure.
sure. And one thing too, I want people to take away. It's not just the gift itself. She touched on it. It's relationships.
Yeah, bro.
Like if you don't have relationships within whatever industry or business you're in, you're not going to necessarily be as successful as you potentially could be. One of the things I've always sat there and took pride in is those that treat me a certain way, I'm going to treat you the same, if not better, because relationships are everything. You can somebody else can open a door that potentially never be open.
Yeah.
Or that you never expected to be open. Like, again, the relationships that I have, I cherish them. Everyone, there's not a single person that I have a relationship with that can sit there and tell you that I am not A1. I'm not going to keep it honest. I am not going to sit there and ride for you the same way you ride for me.
Yeah.
And it's ultimately cultivated a great group of individuals that I've been able to surround myself with that's helped me get to that next level.
Yeah.
Because before that, I did have some times where it's like you kind of fell into the complacency of the ones that you were around. But now, like, I surrounded myself with nothing but go-getters. Like you said, Jamal, Mo, Kobe, you. Like, there's so many people, Slay, everybody. They gonna get it. There's no resting in your laurels.
Yeah, bro.
And we all push each other to be better. So that helps me every single day in my mindset to sit there and meditate at times, to sit there and figure out what's the next step and just how am I going to keep going?
Yeah, nah, man. Respectfully, bro. Like, I want you to talk about those times when, it didn't look like you were going to figure it out, and what you did to, like, all right, I'm going to try this, I'm going to try that. Like you said, you did the DJing thing, you did this, you did that. But what was some of the things you did other than to keep your mind, your mental, creative? Because you are a creative mastermind and creating a vibe, creating a culture of music and different beats and different. How do you fuel that creative mind? Like, what do you do?
I'm a student of the game, bro. Like I said, I will sit there and watch old clips of other DJs, how they transition certain things. Back in the day when I first started out in college, everybody knows this, Power 99. 9 a.m. Diamonds mixing. 12 o'clock, Doc B's mixing. Cosmic Kev. I was getting there. I'm getting back there. It's 5 o'clock. Doc B's back on. And then Sunday service with Kev.
Come on.
Like, bro, like I've literally been a student of the game. I used to see how they put sets together. And then, again, went to Lincoln, Homecoming. I've opened up there a few times. But also at that time, other DJs would come out. Flo all the way down in Baltimore. He DJs with Meek now. Like, there's so many DJs that I've literally watched and learned from. And still to this day, I will constantly ask questions. Even if I may think, hey, I'm not going to say, hey, I'm here and they're here. I would never say that. We all have our own lanes, our own roads that we're taking. So I don't necessarily think that I'm better than anybody because, again, there's some people that are more talented than I am.
Yeah.
But then again, I outwork some of them and vice versa.
Yeah.
And there's some people that outwork me that I think I'm more talented than. So I'm constantly being out and about, I kind of slowed down a little bit. I needed a break after that whole Super Bowl. Like, bro, it was a fun time, man.
Yeah, yo.
But I still will get out and show love. I will go see other DJs when they're popping up and continuously learn new things, hear new music, hear new styles. I'll watch videos on YouTube, and I just respect. I'm a student of the game. I respect it. It's definitely a grind. One of those things where, especially if you're a Philly DJ, you better come correct, because Philly DJs, in my opinion, are the hottest DJs in the country. Like the list of DJs that came out of this city, bro, that's like, it compares with anybody.
Yeah. So when we talking about your creative process, like, what do you do? Like, break down break it down. Like, what fields are you in? We talking, are you doing weddings? You doing proms? You doing, you doing shows? Talk about the energy and the vibes that you're creating in the business that you've done. Like, talk about the business side of what you're doing.
So before I became known in Philly, I was outside of Philly. I was DJing for $200 in a hookah.
Come on, man.
Like, bro, like never again.
Yeah.
Like, it was tough times, like a little $20 drink tag. Like, it was rough. But I was DJing out in Westchester doing the college bars, University of Delaware.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yo, I need to really make some money, man. I'm like, how am I gonna do this? Because this ain't paying the bills, bro. I was getting the notoriety out there, but I'm like, all right, I gotta figure it out. So I started DJing weddings, and I've won, I think, 6 years in a row, Wedding Wire and the Knot, Couples Choice Awards. Shout out to my team that works with me now. But I can't do that without my team. I've developed, again, relationships. I've developed a good team where I was known as a wedding DJ from Philadelphia to Maryland. I've traveled to Baltimore. I still go to Pittsburgh. People are constantly calling me about weddings, and I'm like, that's something I love doing. Because it's an environment where you're bringing like two families together, and you're bringing it, music is universal. It brings everybody together. So that's how I literally still approach a lot of the events I do. But now, working in the city of Philadelphia, it's gotten to the point ultimately where my upbringing, being able to play pop music, top 40, classic rock, hip hop, Afro house, Afro beats, like, I literally, Spanish music,
Talk that talk.
I can play salsa, bachata, merengue, like, it doesn't matter. And but one thing people know about me, it doesn't matter the genre. I'm going to hit you with bangers left and right, and that's how I approach it.
I gotta come check you out, bro. I gotta come check you out.
Like, it doesn't matter.
Like,
it was funny. Like, we was out. Like, if I DJ a hip hop spot, like, I'm still going to try to sprinkle in some Spanish music in there somehow, bro. Like, that's just who I am. It's my upbringing. So it's the people I cultivate around me. So I've just always taken that approach. And then when I got the opportunity to DJ for the Super Bowl champs, shout out to my champs, shout out to my boys.
We're gonna talk about that. Don't you get too much
I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but it allowed me to be able to play for a room that was so diverse.
Super diverse, yo.
And be able to thrive in those environments. Like, you can, bro, there's no environment you could put me in that I'm not gonna be comfortable. You can put me in a room full of Hispanic people and I'm not gonna play one word of English, and I got you. You could put me in a room of Afro beats or top 40. I got you. Like, literally, it's just, I love music. It's something that kind of got me through my tough times where I was by myself. Like, I was the one that had the big speaker in the bedroom, and I'm listening to slow jams, 80s and 90s slow jams to go to sleep. My mom telling me to turn that stuff down. She's trying to go to work in the morning. So it's like, I love music, man. And it was also good that she never really, at that point in time, she had me listen to Biggie and Tupac when I was coming up. So my ear was a lot different, and hearing the messages behind the music. So that's why when we was listening to Rod Wave not too long ago, it hit you differently. There's certain music that hits you a certain type of way. So when I'm playing, I want to hit you. I don't care if I want to hit you to make you dance, or hit you to make you just sit there and break out in songs where we're just having. I cut the music, y'all still singing for the next 30 seconds, and then I'll bring it back in. Like, there's different ways to do it. Everybody has a different style.
Talk to us, Kitty. Come on. Cause he down there with that mocho chat. He down there with that energy. Come on.
Nah, real rap. Nah, cause me, bro, I'm a heavy vibe dude. Like, I be out here in Miami. I'm out here, bro. So, like, some of the vibe, like, I just don't understand it sometimes, cause it's a lot of techno stuff. I can't get down like that, bro. But I just want to ask you, like, do you play that type of stuff based off of the room, or, like, say, how can I ask this question? Are you playing music based off of the room, or are you playing music based off of you, what's going to get people. You get
So
what I'm saying?
I play music
'Cause,
based
like,
off of the room. So essentially, when I'm sitting there, when I get there, obviously every DJ, you try to prepare for an event. I just honestly got to a point where like I do my homework ahead of time. I work on my mixes ahead of time and I know what kind of sounds go together. So when I look at a room, I may try this song, right? I don't get the reaction I want. Then I'm going to try to go to a different lane. If I see you start getting reactions from that lane, then I'm probably going to hit you with another one from that lane. And then that's where like, once I get you at like 3 in a row, I know I got you. Like I know exactly where y'all want to be. And then I just keep going. And then like my outgoing self, like I'm going to try something. I always try something. So I'm like, I'll throw in something that may be a little bit off the wall, but it may work. So one of the ones that like perfect example, if everybody loves Keisha Cole's Love, like stuff like that, right? Everybody's singing. But something that people don't always sing in the club, but that everybody knows was Charlene. Nobody's really played Charlene in a club. But I guarantee you, if you was in your car, you in your crib, and you singing in the shower, you blowing that down.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll take a shot. I'm like, hey, if it don't work, it don't work. I know for the next time. But that's how I continuously evolve and try to keep up with other DJs that are in the city as well. Because we all try different things. We all have our own style. So mine's a little bit more unique to myself. I try to be unique to me.
So I gotta ask, yo, have you? My fault, bro. Have you swung and missed?
Oh, 100%. 100%. I'd be lying if I didn't say I've swung and missed, bro.
Yeah.
And what you want to know somebody who I swung and missed with? Slay.
Dang.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, yo, Slay loves everything that I do, but there'd be a time where he get tired of Spanish music after a certain point, bro. And he'll be like, yo, he'll see this. He'll be like, yo, he ain't lying.
Dang,
like, he'll be
yo.
like, all right, that's enough, bro.
Yeah.
100%. Everybody has what they want, man. No, like think about it, when you're out, like when you're drinking and you're vibing, or say if you're not even drinking, you're just vibing with your people. Like after a certain point, you're like, yo, I want to hear this, I want to hear that. It's kind of hard trying to read so many people, but what you do, you try to reach the majority. So when I start out with women. You keep the women happy, men, y'all be all right. Once they start dancing, y'all good. And then I come back to it later. But everybody's got their own style and things that they like or they don't like.
That's heavy, bro. Like that is, you talking about being at a wedding, being with the the DJ is the most important role.
Speak on it.
I mean, I'm talking about the vibe setter, the environment creator, the energy. I mean, if you could be somewhere and you hear that one little bop and you like, God.
Bro, you could be walking to the bathroom and come back next to know you like, hold up, I gotta go back.
You know what I mean? You want to go get that money. Let me get that motherfucker a tip. Let me get him a tip, man, because he rolling. So, I mean, yo, a good time always starts with the DJ, man. Huge respect to the position, bro, because it takes a lot of pressure. How do you deal with that pressure?
Pressure makes diamonds or pressure bursts pipes, bro. We built different. Like I literally carry that on my shoulders. Like I'm still humble, but like I know who I am. Yeah. I know who I'm surrounded by. Like there's a lot of expectations that were like, what was the saying? Like with great expectations comes great responsibility. Yeah. That's one of the biggest responsibilities you potentially have when it comes to the entertainment industry is being able to set the vibe, curate the vibe. Even with all the artists, DJ still gotta do his thing and set the tone. Yeah. So it's like you gotta come corrected, don't come at all.
Boy, talk that talk. Talk that talk.
It's the same thing with you on a football field.
It is.
Like, yo, if you don't set the tone, catching that first pass, early, making that first block on the edge, it's the same thing.
It's the same vibe.
It's gonna be a long day for you if you don't.
I think when we when we're doing something, like we talk about how we do something we love, or it's like your craft, making a mistake, like the fun of it is and the obsession of it is what we've done our whole time learning it. So like it's different to make a mistake or to have somebody give you feedback that is, or corrections or whatever. But when you love it, you want to turn around and learn why and dig deeper into it. I think it's when we're doing something that we don't like doing that we take offense to it
1000%.
or you just don't want to dig back in and dig deeper into it. So I think it's cool to hear like everybody's story kind of ends up in this way.
Yes.
And I think it's just cool to hear like from this point of view, because we haven't heard this point of view yet. But when you hear somebody like you want to learn it. You want to get better at it because you love doing it and building
Yeah,
it.
and I can attribute it to this way. So, for example, most of the top DJs in the city, even ones that are still grinding and hustling, trying to get that spot, they are working Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like grinding.
Yeah.
So imagine you're playing football, same thing. Yeah, I literally put it this way: you do the same moves over and over again, people gonna pick up on it. Mm-hmm. Like you're gonna get shut down on the football field.
Yeah.
If I'd start DJing the same way every single time I DJ, there's not going to be any want to hear me because you already know what I'm going to play. And same thing with other DJs. So you have to keep fresh. You have to keep remixing your sets, finding new songs, like doing your homework, digging in SoundCloud, YouTube, your DJ crates, everything to keep it fresh. Like one of my guys, DJ Classic, shout out to him. He's a staple in the area. Like he's always told me, he's like, yo, get your crates for an hour a day, even 15 minutes. Just get in there 15 minutes and reorganize something, because you may see a song that never popped in your head. Little things like that, taking that extra 15 minutes or an hour is more than somebody else is doing. And that's why I said when I was afforded the opportunity to get my foot in this door, you ain't getting me out of it now. Because now I sat there, I see what it is, and once I'm that type of individual. I'm coming for everything. So now that my feet's in the door, I'm gonna do everything to stay there, because there's another young hungry lion that I know a few of them hungry and they're dope, and I'm like, they're coming from my spot, but I'm not letting up.
Okay. All right, now we talking that talk. Let's get to this picture and video segment, because you didn't work your way into a position, into a spot that a lot of people wish they can get to, bro. And in this segment, bro, we kind of dive a little deeper into your life a little bit, bro. And we talked about them Philadelphia Eagles, them champions, bro. You got a chance to take the center stage and be at the forefront. And you got that invitation to come down to Super Bowl and watch them boys win and then host a party. Let's check out this first picture, man. Talk about this moment, talk about how you made it happen, and talk about how it made you feel.
Are we talking about the moment in this picture?
In this picture currently.
Yo, shout out South Street Sam.
There you go.
South Street Sam came. He drove all the way from Philly, and then we ran into each other on Bourbon Street. And I happened to have everything with me because I was getting ready to do an event down there. And he's like, bro, let's do a photo shoot out there. So, like, again, relationships. I met Sam up here.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, at my house.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who this guy was. He's in my living room, and he's like, I'm South Street Sam, and I was already following him. I'm like, yo, what in the world is going on? But again, good energy is always reciprocated. And they was like, yo, I'm going down to the Super Bowl, and we're down there. Let's try to put something together. Let's do a shoot for you. Man, that's cool. Let's work.
Yeah.
Let's keep working. And then he came up with this whole concept. He's like, just take it out and just be you.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, there's this funny thing is there was a couple fans out there that actually were from Philly, and they remember me from DJing the tailgates and stuff like that. Yeah. So it was a surreal moment, man. It was just like, yo, all right, this is getting real. It was at this point, I'm like, all right, like it's Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah, bro.
Butterflies started coming a little bit, bro. And I'm like, all right, here we go.
Saw you. I think I saw you right after this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just the energy, like I told y'all, and we had a whole show about the Super Bowl and the energy, and I'm glad we got you here because you're another witness to the environment that was created down there by all of these Philadelphia Eagles fans. I mean, the culture, the energy, I mean, just mobbed all down in New Orleans.
Oh, we
man.
show out. We show up and show out.
And it was, bro, I'm talking about elbow to elbow out there, man. And just that whole experience was crazy, man. That picture right there in the middle of Bourbon Street. Come on, man. Stop playing. Let's hit the next one, man. Now, it's so much to unpack in all of this right here, right? We went from getting down there, making a business move, securing the after party, the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. I just want to break down the entire thing just so people can hear how this whole thing even happened. Talk about the business, talk about the feeling, talk about the emotion. The floor is yours, bro.
So I'll touch on the whole playoff run as a whole.
There you go.
Everybody in the city of Philadelphia knows that anytime my boys are outside, they with me. Like we literally we keep things cool, calm, collected. So they love how I DJ, and I respect them and I appreciate them for even sitting there wanting me to get to this point. So the whole playoff run, we were like, all right, how are we going to sit there and celebrate such a big win? Whether it was the Rams game, whether it was the Commanders games, like we got to do something, like kind of let the edge off a little bit. So went to one of my guys, Mo Koulibaly, shout out Motion.
Big shout out.
I'm wearing Motion right now.
Big shout out to Motion.
That's my boy. He came to me and YG was coming out for the game. You know, we going to do our little bantering or whatever. And we were like, all right, well, let's throw a party. We tried to get him to make a bet where if we won, he wore an Eagles jersey. He wasn't going for it, though. But we set it up. Initially, it was just me and YG and Mo throwing this event, and YG was going to perform. Then I'm getting a phone call. Next you know, Diplo heard about it. Shout out my guy, Wes. So Diplo, he wanted to get down with it. Yeah. I'm like, of course, you're a GOAT in my area. Like, come on. And that just created the craziest environment. That set the tone. And then the way we had that place rocking, it set the tone there. So from there, again, cultivating relationships, everybody hearing what I can do. Big Dom and I had a conversation. And Big Dom, that's my guy.
Once it get to Big Dom, it's up.
He's that man.
Connected.
100% connected.
Bro.
He's thorough, man. He's a true dude.
Listen, hey, Big Dom, we had a conversation. We got to get you on the show, big dog. We have to, man. You are a legend. You're a GOAT. You make things happen, bro. Listen, I love you, man. I appreciate you, bro.
So Big Dom gets me down to NOLA. And originally there were supposed to be 3 DJs on top of Big X the Plug and Sexy Red performing after the game. So while I'm like, all right, I'm opening and I'm closing, I'm like, hell, I'm happy to be here for the opportunity. Then as the game is going on, this is where like the feelings in my head, like first, I didn't even think about the after party. Like I literally was almost in tears of joy watching my boys ball the way they did. Like seeing, like knowing how hard they worked all year.
Yeah.
I was just so genuinely happy. So now the energy's up. We're starting to take over the link. Oh, it's not the link. What's the Superdome?
Yeah.
Sorry, I feel like I'm back home.
There you go.
We started taking over the Superdome, and like the energy's now up. Now I'm like, oh, this is about to be real. Like and the way we won, I'm like, this party has to go.
Yeah.
So I left the game. I didn't even get to go down on the field. So I'm like, I gotta go set up. It's time. It's showtime before everybody gets in there. So I get there. People starting to fill in. I had the dance floor packed before the second DJ even went on. And then the second DJ went on and he did his thing. I could say that 100%. I was on the mic. But then I started to first 2 people I saw Gotti and I saw Vontae. As soon as I saw them and they wound up giving me a bottle of 42 on the stage, I'm like, we're gonna take this and bring a whole Philly vibe to this. Like I just made up in my mind, I don't care what is going on right now. I'm going to seize this moment. I'm just going to be myself. So I gave them a bottle in the crowd. Then the party went, pulled them on stage, and I told the other DJs, like, I know what they want to hear right now. We'll get the boys hype. As soon as I got back on, the producer came up to me, and he was like, I don't know who said something. I don't know if it was Dom or whoever it was. They were just like, you're doing the rest of the night. Right after that. Come on. They were like, yo, you're killing it. Like, keep going. So after Big X the Plug came up, the whole team's on the stage. It took them like 30 minutes to clear it because Sexy Red was about to come out. She's a woman. She wants to be on stage by herself. I get that. So there was a period of an hour before she went on where it was just everybody's like this, just looked at me. Yeah. I'm like, all right, I'm built for this. And I like, think about it. I already have the background. The crowd was so diverse. There was whites, there was blacks, there was Hispanics. There's just fans from everywhere just Eagles fans.
Yeah, bro.
I just went to what I know. I know how to make people sing. I know what songs to go to, what to hit certain crowds. And then, like, again, once I saw people singing a certain song, I knew what the next one to play right after that. And I just kept going and I seized the moment. And it was a blessing, man. I got a lot of opportunities that are on the horizon right now that I'm not at liberty to discuss. But it's a blessing, man.
That's love.
It was an amazing time.
No, bro, I was there in that room, and the vibes that he talking about. You know me, Kenny. I'm in there.
Bro, that I got the chills right now.
I'm telling you, yo, because that joke was popping, bro. I'm telling you.
Nah. Bro, the only reason why I got the chills, bro, is because like he like I'm meant to be here, and that was gonna be my question. Bro. Like, how did you know? How did you know? Like, what moment for you? Whether it was that moment or moments before, or it was like, damn, like, nah, I belong here. You know what I mean? Like, cause for me in the training world, it don't matter. I just told She, it don't matter if I don't care what pros out here training, whatever. I know I belong because this is what I do. Like for you, when was that moment you was like, dang, I belong? Because that's a crazy, I got the chills right now, bro. It's like, dang, everybody looking at me.
Yo. It's time. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So,
to be honest,
when was that moment for you?
I've always had that, I wouldn't say it's a cocky, it was a confident mindset where I'm like, yo, I'm supposed to be here. But when it kind of settled in that I'm like, damn, like, yo, you him, like, was after the party was over. Like, not even, like, even, like, the Nick moment was dope. Like, me and Nick had a time after that. Shout out Coach Sirianni.
Shout out, yo.
But, like, we had a time that night and just being, like, bro, he was asking for Bobby Brown, My Prerogative. Like, being able to pull that out of your bag in front of a room for everybody and just start vibing, like, the energy already had to be there, because I could have threw that out of left field and people were like, why are you playing this right now? But it's just like the energy we built up, like he said, it was at the point where we were playing country music. I legit played country music,
I heard it.
and everybody was vibing.
With a mix to it, though.
Oh, yeah, I had to throw some Drake in the back of that. That was tough. But that's what I love doing. I love being able to combine different genres and giving you a different sound that you ain't never heard before.
Yeah.
And obviously, there's always going to be somebody that may have done it better, whatever the case may be. I just make it my own. And we were able to cultivate so many different people, and everybody had a good time. That's the best part about it. It wasn't like, oh, it was for the fans. I was just playing for them. Like, no, like when the boys were on stage, I was playing Rod Wave for Slay as soon as he got on. I was playing all that stuff. Like, there's a dance that went viral where we're all jumping in the line. It's me, Nakobe,
I saw that.
Mo, CJ, and everybody. Bro, we've been doing that dance all season.
Yeah.
People just now found out about it. Like that, I literally kept it true to us. So I made sure that the boys were celebrated and had their moment the way they wanted to celebrate. And the fans, shout out to the Eagles fans, because they soaked it up, because it was like a show for them, because they were like, this is how they really are. You got to see a different side of them that night. And we didn't edit it at all. Like we were just being ourselves and had an amazing night. And I couldn't, again, the relationships that I've developed over time, I couldn't have done it without it.
Yeah. That is.
One more question. So, and this is kind of just like picking it back on like just you being in environments and relationships. And not, how do you go about like, you hear like, yo, Diplo want to come. Like, you know, he a big time dude. Like, how do you go about like that situation, like not comparing yourself, and just like, how do you feel in those moments when you were like one of the top dudes, like in your head, you like, I'm top too, or do you feel, you get what I'm saying?
You want my honest opinion? Just because of I'm going to keep it a bean. So when I got that phone call, I went like this. I'm like, damn, it's Diplo. Like, yo, the party going to be crazy. I got YG and Diplo on the bill. But at the same time, if you ask anybody that was around me, I'm like, and mind you, Wes is my guy. Like, I have mad love for him. He showed me mad love down there at the Super Bowl. I was in the box with him.
I was right behind. Listen, I was right there with y'all. Stop playing.
Yeah, like, yo, he showed mad love.
Listen, we got that. We got that later on.
But honestly, when they brought that to me, I'm like, do you remember that video of Jalen walking by saying all the Chiefs, like, Chiefs gonna win predictions? I was like, all right. I'm like, he can do this, but you asked the owner of the club. I sat there, told him, this is my show.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, they gonna, I was like, he don't know me now, but he gonna know me by the end of the night.
Yeah, bro.
Like, and that's my guy ever since then. Like, I literally just went in that mindset. I'm like, yo, you're gonna feel me.
Yeah. Got to.
That's what's up.
That's your competition. That, like, not gonna say competition, but like,
That was my opportunity to have somebody that's already at the pinnacle of what I want to do.
I mean,
that has been where I am, and I had to make an impression.
No, 1,000%.
And like 100%. The videos they have of me mixing with him, bro. Like
Man,
we might
as well just pull that next.
Okay.
We might as well just pull that one up next, because
my bad. I knew that was coming, but I just that was a good
setup, man. We need bro, because that is, bro, that was a special moment, and being able to be there at, bro. Think about it, bro. I was there for both moments.
Yeah.
I was there at Noto that night, right next with Paul. And then I'm
glad y'all came, by the way, because I tried to make sure y'all was there.
Bro.
I needed my guys in the building for that one.
And then at the Sports Illustrated party, some reason, somehow, I'm backstage, I'm up there on the DJ booth, and I'm up there like, yo, this is crazy. I'm at the Super Bowl watching you and Diplo, and it's just like,
a lot of people don't know this, but that hip hop crate that he was playing,
I heard it. I remember we talked about it, and you was like, "Yo, Sheet, like, bro, like, that's me too. Like, I'm in there,
bro." But like, he's definitely an individual where energy's always reciprocating. He's still a student of the game too.
Yeah, bro.
It's like he's put like, now that I'm starting to venture into the Afro beats and EDM realm, he's still teaching me. Like, I'll still send him things, and he'll give me constructive criticism on it. And at the same time, he's still a student of the game too. It's like he didn't know the stuff that the boys like to listen to.
No, 1,000%.
I got him right.
I love the mixture of the cultures and the mixture of everything, because it like the connecting, the bonding together, and not being, oh no, because you down there, you gonna stay down there. No, it's a collective thing. How can we find a way to bring everybody together? How can we bring a DJ? How can we bring a speaker? How can we bring a business owner? How can we bring a trainer? How can we bring all that into one? ShowTimeSpeaks. Stop playing.
100%, because honestly, there's a lot of individuals that have that crab in a barrel mentality, and that's not me.
Yeah,
there's so much out here for us all to get to it.
Yeah,
man.
Bro. Can we play that video? Guys, shut it up! Like, oh my god! Yeah,
that's heavy.
This was a night, man.
That looks like a good time.
Matt. I mean, yo, talk about it, man.
And I didn't even realize after I went back, the one lady that's next to Gabrielle Union was the girl from Wicked. I didn't even know that. That's why I was like, yo, it was so surreal for me. But like when I got in there, I kind of break this down because I told she.
Yeah.
So I sat there, texted him during the game. We're up, so I'm like, I really don't care at this point. Like we done put BTA games over. Like, let me go network and everything and see people. I started seeing players, families celebrating with moms and everything like that. And he told me to come up. As soon as I get up, Cardi B's right there.
Oh my God.
I'm like, yo, she was looking good too.
Oh my God.
But Wes came and got me, and as I'm getting there, I start talking to him. I'm starting to looking around the room. People are looking at me like, yo, who is this dude? Like, but I own the moment, like, not just because like, oh, I mentally think I should be here already. Yeah. But just like, I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm comfortable with who I am. You don't like me, so what? Like, I'm gonna keep it pushing. You ain't paying my bills. We keep it moving.
Yeah, bro.
So me and him are just vibing, and then they start asking him, mind you, it's Leonardo DiCaprio, everybody's in his booth, and I'm like, all right. So they're asking Diplo, they're like, all right, where are you going tonight? We're partying with you. And he's like, I don't know what you looking at me for. I'm going with him. That's when I was just like, all right, it's real.
Yeah.
It's real. And that's where we went, and we just went and showed out. And he came in. Diplo came up on stage with us. And we just had a ball, bro.
Bro.
Like, he's a true Eagles fan, bro.
He is,
he's a true Eagles fan.
Like,
I love that dude.
Being around that energy, and I'm not I wasn't a huge fan of that kind of music, but bro, having and seeing y'all with that twist, it made me appreciate the sound and the upbeat and the tempo. Like, bro, I'm from Philly, bro. The gutter.
Oh, we don't listen to that.
You feel me?
We didn't listen to that at all.
But went to Del Valle, my culture shifted, it changed a little bit, hearing different stuff, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just like you create that different kind of sound. But like the way y'all meshed it together, like, come on, bro. Like those kind of moments, man, this is what this whole thing is about, bro. And watching you, like, go from where you were, and I didn't know you during those times, but seeing you in these moments, bro, seeing you around that energy, creating the vibe, setting the tempo, being the energy, bro, that's a huge congratulations.
I appreciate
bro.
you.
Like seriously, bro.
And like it's little things like that which inspire me to keep going because it's a constant reminder. Like I was DJing hole in the wall bars not too long ago.
Yeah.
Like, ain't that long ago.
Yeah, bro.
Like I mean, obviously, when I say not that long ago, like within 10 years, something like that.
Yeah.
But again, still that seems like yesterday for me because it's where I came from. Like I was DJing for at sometimes 10 people, 15 people.
Bro.
But I just kept at it. I kept going. I kept working. I kept grinding. I'm believing in myself, believing in what I do, and then continuously learning. Like even at this moment, that DJing the Super Bowl, bro, there's DJs in Philly still to this day that I will sit there and ask questions.
Yeah.
And they will give me feedback.
Yeah.
And literally teach me new things that I don't know. You have to be humble enough to still realize that you can learn something from somebody that's either younger than you or older than you. Like I'm learning so much from my circle now. Like my circle consists of Mo, Nakobe, Jamal, Kev. Like there's so many people. Paul, Ike. Like the list can keep going.
Yeah.
Where every single one of these individuals that I'm surrounding myself around, they're never satisfied with where they are at. Like that's a beautiful thing. Like if you're the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. I am now in a room where individuals are making me hustle and grind so much. Like they were like, I've never seen you work this hard. Well, I'm like, I'm trying to get that next level
trying
too.
to keep up. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want the handout. I want you to show me how to get it. I'm gonna go do the work and research and get to it myself.
Same.
And that's literally the mentality. And like, oh, and we all celebrate each other's wins too.
1000%.
That is beautiful. Like, there's so many times you give me my flowers, I give you your flowers.
Yeah, bro.
Especially with this podcast. Like, I believe in what y'all are doing. Like, keep going.
Yeah,
like this is a
man.
beautiful concept, and your client. I wouldn't say clientele. Your guests, your special guests that you guys have are amazing. They're all from different backgrounds. Like you said, you have a former NFL player, you have a trainer, you have a business owner, like you have a DJ, you have people, you have Paul, like you have so many people on here from different walks of life that can contribute to somebody hearing a message one day. They can potentially hear one thing that may either turn their life around, get their butt in gear, get to that next level where they need to be, or just give them that little motivation of what they need to do. And this concept of keep going is beautiful. That's why I told you, I was like, I need to be on this.
You did.
Because
you did.
literally I've been broken down to where I had not even $10 in my pocket trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to do.
Yeah, bro.
Got kicked out of my house for something that really shouldn't even be kicked out. It's just like my family has such high expectations.
Wow.
Like, yo, like, what are you doing? Like, no, like, keep going. And literally, I had to hit rock bottom before I realized that there's a lot more in store for me.
Yeah.
God has a lot more prepared for me that's at a table that I don't even know exists yet.
Yeah, bro.
That I just have to keep working to get to that point.
Yeah, bro. Matt, let's go to the next picture, man. We just go like just, man, it's so much to unpack in this. The moment, the energy, the bottles, Paul, energy, the belt. Talk about this, bro. Like this is
So
my fault to cut you off.
No, you
every fan, every kid, you up there and you living it with them.
So this moment for me was very special. Ever since 17 has came to the city,
Yeah, bro.
that has been my ace, bro. Like blood would make us closer.
Yeah, bro.
We're able to sit there and have moments where if we are messing up, we're able to tell each other. If we're having moments of wins, we're able to celebrate each other. So for this picture, it has Big Ticket in there. He's going to be missed. It's got Cool Boy Steph. One thing I do also in Philly, I DJ for the boxing community.
Yeah, bro.
So I was able to develop relationships with the boxing community. So Cool Boy Steph, that's my brother as well. But this was a special moment with me and Nakobe where I was able to celebrate my brother.
Yeah, bro.
This past year, him and I have both been through a lot.
Yeah.
There was a time he came off the injury last year. I was dealing with some things in my personal life that I didn't think I was going to be able to make it past. We both checked up on each other constantly, sent each other motivational messages to keep each other going. And I will never forget this moment at the beginning of the season. You know, they signed Dev, and nobody knew whether it was going to be Dev and Bond, was it going to be N'Kobe and Dev, N'Kobe and Bond, what the case was going to be. I had a breakthrough in my life this morning, actually. I got a phone call, literally, not even, ironically, 15 minutes after I got that breakthrough, where I felt like a weight was lifted.
Wow.
He calls me. He's like, yo, what happened? I told him, and he's like, yo, I'm so happy for you. Like, he's always checking on me, and same with Mo and everybody, Paul and everybody else. But he's like, guess what? I got good news too. He's like, I won the starting spot. We got that news the same day, like within an hour of each other. So, N'Kobe's mom is basically Mom Dukes to me. She's like, you always like, we both celebrate each other. He's like, celebrate each other. When he got this moment, even though he got injured, bro, he had a hell of a season.
He did, bro.
And to get back from the injury that he had and to see his success and how much time and work that he put in, I just wanted to celebrate my brother. So going out there with him, Saquon, Big Dom, I know I'm missing people here. Nate, Al Bader, shout out Bader.
Yeah, bro.
They were like, go up there with your brothers, man. And when we went up there, me and him were just in the middle. We're just vibing out. We're listening to Dreams and Nightmares. Next thing you know, they start giving us these big old bottles of Dom. And we looked out in the crowd and they already had towels. We were like, let's shake this. Like, let's be ourselves. Let's have some fun with it. And then it just went crazy after that. So this picture for me is just like a culmination of just, I can celebrate my own guys. Like, you don't have to always be center of attention and you have to have that win. You could be right next to your boy and celebrate his wins because it means that much. Like, it really does. No. The same way y'all were there for me at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, bro.
That's the same thing. That was me celebrating my boys.
Where was this?
This was at Excess and Win in Vegas.
Oh, this was the Vegas.
This is the Vegas trip.
Gotcha.
This is the Vegas trip, bro.
Gotcha.
We got one more video of you guys did like a little Philly spin thing that you guys had going on, right?
Yes.
And I want you to talk about like we talk about being we got that video, right?
Yeah.
We talk about being ambidextrous. We talk about doing, you've done the proms, you've done the weddings, you've done this particular thing, man. Talk about this experience and being up there on that stage and doing this, bro.
To get back to your high on a hill, you call to lovers regret their time. Once in a moon, forget you, and once in your
big time, bro. This is big time, man. Talk about this experience, man.
I'm all about giving back. Like I said, I wouldn't sit there and say that I wasn't that fortunate, because I was. My mom busted her ass and gave me damn near anything I needed. But she also taught me the values of giving back. So I pledged Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated when I was in college to be able to give back to my community, to those that are less fortunate. So it's always been something that's been ingrained in me to sit there and help others. So when it comes to initiatives like that, I'm always in. Like, money doesn't really mean that much to me when it comes to that. I'm not sure whether some people saw, like, we did turkey giveaways with Jalix and Cooper, as well as N'Kobe.
We had that.
I was the type, before even having it being recorded, I was out there on the streets at Love Park handing out meals and clothes to the homeless in the winter.
Yeah.
Like, that's just something I've always done. So when I'm able to give back to kids, especially a situation where they're raising money for children who are born and need a heart, but there's nothing else you could tell me. That's all you had to tell me. And I'm there. I'll make sure I figure it out. Like, stuff like that, being able to give back to your community and staying humble, staying grounded, and paving it forward, that always means something. That little appearance meant something. And when I don't want to say little appearance like it's a little thing because it's not. That's a huge event in Philly. That's But I'm saying the amount of time that it took for me to do that. Like I don't understand why more people don't do more to give back. Those that do give back in the city of Philadelphia, I salute you. There's some that do it because they're mandated to do it, and then there's some that just do it out of their kindness of their hearts. And you can sit there and you know who those individuals are. And you see it hits differently when it comes to the people of the city of Philadelphia, and not even just Philly, just wherever we're at. So I just love doing that and being able to continue giving back, and it's never going to change.
Yeah, man, respect, bro. As we I love this episode because it gave us a chance to really dive into your life, but this is a moment where we dive a little deeper, bro. And we call this the Keep Going segment. And basically, you describe a time in your life where like you truly had to pick it all back up. And you felt like you were down, you felt like it was over, but you found a way. And you touched on a number of things, but I know it's probably one or two things that's still in your heart that maybe you want to share.
So my keep going moment was, it kind of pertains to a little bit of that conversation I had when I said I finally hit that breakthrough and Nakobe and I had that conversation. I had to start my life over about a year and a half ago. I didn't know what my next step was going to be. I was depressed probably for at least a month. I didn't even want to get out of bed. It took people pulling me out, calling me constantly. I would literally get up, go to the bathroom, eat some food, take a shower, get back in bed. I was like that for weeks, bro. Like it was a tough phase of my life. Like you said, where you had to take that leap of courage to go to Florida. I had to take a leap and figure out what the hell I was going to do, because I had things placed on me that should not have been placed on me. I had things taken from me that shouldn't have never been taken. And I had to reevaluate who I am. I had to really tie into my faith. I didn't know why I was being put through those trials at that point in time. But at the end of the day, when I finally hit that breakthrough, I had a moment where I'm like, out of everything you've been through in your life, God has not left you once. You are still moving forward every single day. You are healthy. Everything that you have is because of him. And then there's a moment that was shown that it could be taken away just as fast. So I just started trusting again. I started having more faith. I started relying on myself again, believing in what I'm doing and the road that I'm traveling, that it's tough for black men. But we're built for this. Like literally since we're kids, we've been built for this. And all those trials and tribulations where I've been through, all my experiences is going to get me through it. What my mom taught me is going to get me through it. I just kept having faith, and I ultimately came out on the other side. But that's the crazy part. Within a year of that happening, DJing the Super Bowl, again, if you don't have faith and you don't keep going, you never get that opportunity. You don't know what is coming down the pipeline. You don't know what door is going to be open for you. You don't know what road you're going to travel, but it's the journey that makes it beautiful, and you just have to keep going, man.
That's it.
That's a mic drop. Just keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, I love what we doing, bro. One of the hottest DJs in the Philly area, bro, DJ Toroc, on the best show. This is, we grown men having real conversation about real purposeful things and talking about what we've been through. And you know how hard that is for some of us, bro. This is a place where we talk about it, where it doesn't matter how big or how small it is. There's nothing forced. There's nothing that's holding you back from saying what you wanted to say. And just to create that environment, to have this place, to have you on the show. Thank you, bro. You just
thank you.
You entered us into your world of being a DJ, your mind, the creativity, how it is, what's being done. and how you do what you do, man, and what keeps you going, bro. And, you know, it's nothing but respect. I'm glad that your persistence of saying, yo, I need to get on that show. It kept reminding me that we are doing what we're supposed to be doing, and that's why you wanted to be a part of this. And that is a true testament to what we've all been building, what we've all been doing, and it's appreciated. And we thank you, bro.
No,
Seriously,
I thank you guys for having me.
Nah,
like
yeah,
literally,
bro.
keep going. Has literally been ingrained into my life every day.
Yeah.
Somebody posts on IG and they're doing something great. Keep going.
Nah, 1000%,
like
bro.
every time now. Like it's literally a lifestyle.
Yeah, bro.
It's not just a saying. It's not a phrase. It is literally a lifestyle.
Yeah.
No matter what you got going on, if you're winning, keep going.
Mm-hmm.
You down, keep going.
Mm-hmm. Come
Something
on, man.
go right, keep going.
Mm-hmm. Come on, man. Continue to walk on this journey with us, y'all. And you already know it's always gonna be Showtime Speaks.
What's the matter with you? There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.